Greetings and welcome to another edition of KSOL Black Talk Radio, the new black media. Buffy the Vampire Slayer actor Nicholas Brendon is charged with domestic violence. That's right, we have another woman beater. Now, if you recall, on my channel here, I just did a broadcast the other day of Rick Schroeder. That's right, Ricky Schroeder from Silver Spoons. Well, he's also charged with domestic violence. Right now, it's looking like it's a Hollywood trend. So Nicholas Brendon has reportedly been charged with domestic violence. The Riverside County District Attorney's Office has filed documents charging Brendon, 48 years old, white male, with domestic violence for his October 2017 arrest. Brendon, who played Xander Harris in the drama series, is facing one count of felony corporal injury to a spouse, the outlet reports. If convicted, the charge is punishable by up to 4 years in state prison. Well, we know how that turns out for white males in America, but we'll see how that goes. Time will tell. But I digress. People is out to the Riverside County District Attorney's Office for comment. A rep for the actor did not immediately respond to the request for comment. The reported charge comes more than a year after the actor's arrest. Brendon was arrested on October 11th, 2017 and charged with violating a protective order and felony inflicting injury on a spouse or cohabitant, jail records show. He was released the next day after being held on $50,000 bail, as reported. Now, unfortunately, black men across America, we don't have that luxury of being able to bail ourselves out on $50,000 bails. Only the white males are able to do this. This is how they always beat their charges and why so many of them are not in the jails. And we have to deal with the white racists, the ignorant bums of society. We have to deal with them bringing up statistics about how many black people are in jail. And they don't never connect the dots that it's because they don't go to jail. Their charges get dropped. They get probation. That's why they're not in jail in larger numbers. But these racists will sit there and try to argue with you and I about why so many black people are in jail. It's because they're deflecting like they always do. But let's continue. Police said Brendon allegedly pulled his girlfriend's hair and yanked her arm at around 9 p.m. at the Saguaro Hotel in Palm Springs, as reported. Now, did you just hear what he did? Basically, he pulled his girlfriend's hair and yanked her arm around, like he owns her, like an abusive person treats another human being. Yeah, you just don't do that to people. Anyways, quote, he was with his girlfriend and they got into an argument, Palm Springs Police Sergeant William Hutchinson said. Quote, during the argument at the bar, he pulled her arm and then violently pulled her by her hair. Family, he thought he was Fred Flintstone. He thought he was back in the Flintstone era and that he was going to treat his girlfriend like Wilma and just pull her by the hair, yank her arm around. He just thought he could just do that. And this guy is an actor pulling in how much money? So what studio? Oh yeah, Buffy the Vampire Slayer actor. Yeah, so they are supporting this type of behavior. They're supporting a violent person who thinks it's okay to abuse women. Like I said, he thinks he's Fred Flintstone. But anyway, the girlfriend allegedly had active protective orders against Brendon in Florida and New York. He was allowed to be around his girlfriend but could not harass, injure, assault, or threaten her, authorities said. Well, we see how that went. Police did not immediately respond to a request for comment at this time, and Brendon's rep was not available for comment. But let it be known that this isn't Brendon's first time in with the law. In 2015, the Criminal Minds actor pleaded guilty to criminal mischief in New York after he grabbed his girlfriend by the throat, stole her car keys, and smashed her cell phone. Now, if you guys recall, right now there is a pending warrant for Offset for throwing a fan's phone down because the fan was totally violating his private, personal family space. But nonetheless, because Offset is a black rapper, they have a warrant out for his arrest. And you hear this guy right here, he sat there here and grabbed the girl by the throat, stole her keys, and smashed her cell phone. And they still allowed this bum on TV. These are the type of employees that Hollywood hires and pays a lot of money to. So that's very interesting, Brendon, that you would do that. And here you are at it again, abusing another woman. He has a problem. I wonder if they even sent him to anger management. But see, because he has the complexion for the protection, well, we'll just give him a slap on the wrist and hope that he does better. Now look at what you created. Now look what you created. And this is what you keep creating, because this is how you handle all white males. Well, a lot of them. Most all. You guys get a slap on the wrist and you don't get jail time and things of that nature. And then you come back and do it again. And then we have to talk about it. We have to expose it. Because this is what you guys do. It continues by saying that Brendon was arrested 4 times that year and entered rehab that June for substance abuse, depression, and alcoholism. In 2015, he checked into another treatment center for depression. Well, family, during an interview with Dr. Phil released in December 2015, Brendon revealed that he, quote, had failed attempts at suicide and had been in a dark place over the past 3 years. He also opened up about being molested by a music teacher who went to jail in 1981 when he was about 10 years old. Quote, I think about it every day of my life and I wonder how it affected me. Did I stop growing emotionally? He added. When you're molested for a couple years and you're blamed for it by the people who are supposed to be your protectors, there's going to be a lot of confusion and a lot of sadness, unquote. At the end of the interview, the actor checked into a dual diagnosis treatment center, Headwaters at Origins. Quote, maybe I'm just done, he said, of entering rehab. Maybe I'm ready to be happy now. Well, if that's what your punishment is for, is that you get to use your little smooth words by saying, oh, now you want to be happy and all this and that, just so you get to go to a rehab center. After that rehab, you should be going to jail and pay for exactly what you've done, though. Not just go to rehab, not get a slap on the wrist like you've always been. And this is the reason why you guys end up being the worst criminals in the end, because you do something so tragic the third time. It's always 3 strikes with you guys. They allow this with you guys all the time. You get to get out of jail, do it again, get out of jail, do it again, until it's so bad that now everybody's wondering what happened. How did the system break down? Well, it breaks down every time they give you white males a slap on the wrist, and then they overcharge black males with extended jail times that make no sense, that don't even fit the crimes. This is what we have to deal with. But in the meantime, we have to watch and witness a whole bunch of white males like you committing these domestic violence crimes. Again, I just did a video on Ricky Schroeder just the other day for the same charge. You guys are, it looks like, going on a trend. But you heard it here at KSOL Black Talk Radio. Buffy the goddamn Vampire Slayer actor Nicholas Brendon thinks he's Fred Flintstone and thinks it's okay to grab women by the hair and beat them. This is Guru. Thanks a lot for watching. You can leave your comments in the comment section. Shameful how Hollywood supports these guys. Peace out.